I'm the author of Momento, the book that gives life to the IFTI 2015 here in Polimoda, Florence. It's a gathering of best fashion schools in the world, and it's the occasion for talking about fashion, education and the city. We had 20 years of apocalypse feeling, the end of a century, the beginning of a new millennium, and we think it's time to get down with it. It's time to think to the future. We need a new renaissance, and this is the right occasion, I think.
So when does it start exactly?
This started a few months ago when we decided that the book had the right content for being the beginning of a big discussion. Big in the sense broader, in the sense not related to the life of a school, but interesting, we suppose, for a wider audience. So an audience that is made of fashion, but also architecture, writers, and we start to think that fashion in a way has to go beyond fashion, because as we knew it, as a domain, as an industry, as glamour, it's a bit finished, and we need to think to something else, something for the future. So yeah, this is the way it started.
And what were the main points in the book?
The main point in the book is that we have to start to think to the archaeology of the future, because on one side we think always to heritage, so to reshape the past like it was. On the other side, there's big research on technology, and we think that none of the two is a solution. The solution is the right balance, the so-called shadow of the future, when you see something and you say, wow, this is forever. And it's a long time we don't see something like this.
That's great.
Yeah, because, you know, the way you think in the past and the way you think in the future is a bit more or less the same. Because if you think at the past, like to history, for example, you have pieces of the past that remained, and then we have information like documents, and we collect information around these relics, and we create a scenario, and this is history. But the same is when we think at the future, we have elements of the future already here, and then we have documents of research for the future, and we create a scenario, and here we have the future. So in the end, the way to think to the future and the way to think in the past is the same, so why not to think them together?
I think it's a good ending. What do you think?
Sorry?
The ending is the beginning.
The ending is the beginning always, because in the end it's a circle. Also the spirit of a time that has been conceived as a pyramid in the past, I think, well, it's a bit artificial. In the reality, if you look at the reality today, we have a spiral, we have a sandglass, where the beginning and the end are always the same, they stay together. It's a syncretism. The reality today is so fragmented that we can only connect pieces for having something new.
Great, thank you.
Thanks to you.